right, everything should be good. We got the camera, we got us framed. We got the roast over there smoking, campfire going.
Should I do sunglasses? Yes, sunglasses.
Yeah, it's the sun is just coming out behind that tree, so it's going to be starting to glare on us here.
I am a fan of this weather.
Yeah, this has been some great weather. Man, this is like the weather that we've been really excited to get to experience on our trip, is to get up here in the north where we knew it was going to be cooler and have some fall temps, and it finally hit once we got into Grand Haven. That colder temps finally hit us.
It's funny, like every single person that we've like met in a store or a restaurant or whatever, they're apologizing for the weather, and we're like, no. We're here for it to be like fall, so.
No, this is what we want. There are actually a lot of people complaining about how cold it got so quickly. A lot of people were saying that it was summer, and then the next day it was cold.
It was like the first day of fall, and it was like a switch flipped here. It was crazy. It was fantastic. I'm fine with it.
But it's been great. So the rest of the trip, I think we're supposed to have temps like this, like 40s and 50s in about a week. Right now it's like, 50s, 60s. I think it's going to be 40s, 50s next week. We're going to be at Mackinac.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. This is a beautiful campground here.
Yeah, it is.
Indigo Bluffs. This was recommended by our camping friends Blake and Tish. They stayed here during the summer for a few days, and so we kind of took their lead, the places that they went, and we're just kind of piggybacking off of their ideas from the summer. This is a really nice campground, very beautiful.
It is.
It has a very woodsy feel to it. You're way off the highway, so you don't hear any road noise whatsoever.
No, it's so quiet in
here. And the other section is actually a resort. So if you've got your motorhome, your Class A, your Class C, or your fifth wheel, you're allowed to stay in the resort side. We're just travel trailers, so we're not welcome on that side over there. That's like the gated side. It's all fancy.
When in doubt, peeky out section.
I think I like being in the party section a little bit better myself for this one.
Well, I mean, this spot is fantastic because it's the woods right here. So, and you're not staring at another camper, which is a huge pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
I want there to be people in here, obviously, but not,
yeah,
where you're eating next to their hose. No.
Yeah.
No good.
So, and obviously and we talk about that a lot. Anytime we get a spot that you can kind of get a nice view, you're not looking at your neighbor.
Yeah.
So I used a map and picked one of these sites. They have sites in front of us, and these back in between those front sites, back here at an angle behind that row there.
Which is a smart use of space.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'm a little concerned that I'm going to look blowed out on video because the sun is now hitting me, so we may need to reposition this.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let me check it first.
Hold on, let me look at you.
Yeah, I'm probably starting to look blown out in the video.
You're right, it's a little too light.
Yeah, let's get us in the shade so that it's not half and half.
All right, deal.
Okay, I think this is going to work a little bit better.
Let me check you.
All right. Check me.
You're in it.
Okay.
That's
all right.
better.
All right,
yeah, that's much better.
Okay, good. So let's go ahead and kick this off. Patio chats.
Patio chat. We meant to do this earlier, but we've been busy, really busy. It sort of seems like we always do this on big hauls.
Every trip we're busy.
We run our butt. Okay, so I would like to ask you a question for the patio chat.
Okay.
I haven't really, on video, we haven't really talked about IMTS and how you felt about it. So I would like you to give us kind of a rundown of what you thought of the trade show and the people we met and everything, whatever you want to say about it.
Okay. All right, yeah, that sounds great. Just like a little recap on IMTS. For those watching that aren't familiar with what IMTS is, it's the International Machine Trade Show, I believe is what it's called, but machine tool show. All the major manufacturers in the world, they all come together in Chicago at the McCormick Center every 2 years. And you go there and you can see all the latest and greatest, from machine tools to cutting tools to work holding, companies that provide anything involving manufacturing you can think of. If you have a plant that you need automated systems designed and built to make your product, that's where you go to find those companies. They're all there, they represent. So that was our first IMTS, my first IMTS ever, our first one. It was fantastic. We did good on picking the hotel at the McCormick Center.
No doubt.
It was so convenient to go downstairs and go right into the McCormick Center without having to worry about getting an Uber or walking down the road every day. So that was great. That worked out really good. My experience there was that I was kind of mind blown on everything that was there. And that's kind of to be expected when you go to these trade shows. It was great seeing all of the different manufacturers there, all the machines. I think that I even liked looking at all the work holding.
Yeah.
Even better than the machines there. It's really neat going and seeing all the companies that you kind of are familiar with or even not familiar with, because
Yeah.
it's a great place to see new companies and see all of their products and their work holding. And so I really enjoyed that. And I mean, I think one of the best things about the whole trip was how many people that I got to meet that are followers of the channel,
Yeah.
that have been viewers of the videos for years and years. Many of the people that we talked to said that they've been watching my channel since I started it back in 2013.
That's so incredible.
Yeah, so we've probably met, I would guess, over 200 people.
I think so.
I mean, that were there to shake my hand and see me, and it was great. You know, as we were just walking through the event, we had a lot of people that were walking by that recognized me, and they stopped and said hello, shook my hand, and we gave everybody that we could a sticker.
Yep,
Abby did a great job of organizing the stickers in her purse. So anytime someone stopped, she instantly reached in there and pulled out the A-Bomb stickers, the adventure stickers, and gave them to them. So hopefully everybody got one.
I think I gave out a lot. So
Yeah. And that's the only way you can get a sticker, really, is to get it. You know, if we give it to you, you know, people ask how you buy a sticker. We don't have them for sale anywhere.
No.
We just do that for our fans and everybody that supports the channels. To give it out. But IMTS was great. I super enjoyed it. Thank you everybody that came up to talk to us and say hello at the meet and greets there at the IMTS show. You know, we got to meet a lot of people finally that we've never met, that we've been working with, you know, through A-Bomb 79 or even just the viewers themselves. So I enjoyed it. Will I be back in 2 years? I can't say that. I can't say I'm going to be back in 2 years. Maybe in 4 years. We might go back, but I don't know. We're definitely going to go hit up some more trade shows though, for sure.
I've been to a lot of trade shows for my professional career. I've made a lot of booths and things like that, and this was the biggest show I've ever been to. It was
huge,
it's comically large.
It is.
I think. But,
4 buildings, north, south, east, west.
But it was amazing, and it's literally, I say this all the time, but the metalworking community as a whole, the industrial manufacturing community is just full of wonderful people.
Yep.
Everybody we met was incredible and so gracious, and so that's a huge shout out to everybody in this industry, because it's unlike any other that I've seen. So
and it's great to go to these things and kind of do some networking as well.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to meet some companies that I would be interested in working with in the future. So it kind of opens the door, opens up that possibility for partnerships or sponsorships. Not necessarily that every time either. It could be just because I'm interested in something.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, I need to dig into this product right here because they have a great, you know, tool there to put to use in the shop.
And I mean, the other thing too is it's really nice to hear what people that are involved in the industry, or just people following along, what they think of the channel and the videos you've produced. I think we ended up getting a lot of information that we weren't exactly expecting.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, 150 million people really love the shaper.
Oh yeah, that really surprised
Everybody
me.
was like, we love that shaper.
Even the CNC guys.
Yeah.
Even the CNC guys. Like one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but he works for Haas. He stopped and talked to me, and even he said, he goes, I love watching that shaper. And he's in the CNC world, you know, so I can tell that there's a novelty to the shaper ever since I started using it that a lot of us love and appreciate. It's a very old machine tool. It's almost prehistoric in a way, because it's one of the earliest types of machine tools that was used to remove metal. And it's such a fun machine to operate and watch it do its cuts.
You obviously need to spend more time with the shaper.
we got to keep making shaper videos. So that was great.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic trip.
It was. We walked about 5 miles a day.
Yeah.
For the trade show.
A lot of walking.
It was a lot of walking, but we got to see so many great people. So we can't say enough about that.
Yeah. That was a great trade show. Meeting a lot of the Instagram friends that people that we have, you know, just been friends with online that we've never got to meet, you know, CNC repairman, you know,
He was
Aaron.
precious.
We got to meet him. Simon from Freddie.
Freddie, yeah.
Yeah, we got to meet him. And numerous other people
Yeah.
that we got
So
to
many
meet.
that we can't mention,
Yeah.
but
There's
yeah,
just too many people to mention. But
It was
hopefully
great.
some of those people are watching this and they get to hear us mention it, you know. But we had great fun. It
Yes,
was
we did.
awesome.
It made you want to go back and work in your shop, didn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. That shop is there patiently waiting
I
on
know,
me,
it
and it'll
is.
be there when we get back. We get through of our camping and our adventures, we'll be back.
Thanks for doing this for me.
So, I don't know. Do you want to like maybe just do a quick recap on everything we've done so far, like after IMTS?
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to open up my photos because I don't know if I can remember what all we've done.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of stuff.
I did want to mention that we absolutely loved visiting Mr. Pete and his wife.
Yes.
While we were down in Illinois. Utica was awesome. Starved Rock State Park, the hike that we did with Mr. Pete, that was so much fun. And I believe they like watching these videos. So to the Peterson family, thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
We really loved hanging out with you, spending time with you, both at your place and at the camp.
Yes.
You know, the steak dinner, and just getting to spend some time with you, quality time that doesn't have to have anything to do with content creation or machine shops. Just hanging out and talking and enjoying each other's company.
That's personally an experience that I will never forget. I
Yep.
really, really cherished the time.
Yeah, so that was great. We really loved that. If you didn't see those videos, please check those out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Mr. Pete did a video or did an interview of you. So go on Mr. Pete's channel and check that out.
Go to Mr. It's Mr. Pete 222 is his channel on YouTube. Go to that. He did a 2-part interview with me in his garage. So check that out. That's all. There'll probably be some answers over there, some questions that were asked that you might have for yourself. So that was great. So after IMTS, we went to Indiana Dunes.
Loved it.
And we loved that. That was a beautiful campground as well. We went on that ridiculously long, high hike with all the steps.
Do you know, I don't even think I told you this, that we had spoken to a ranger inside the visitor center, just kind of chatting. And I think it was her. I think she ended up messaging me and saying that there was a route
Yeah, she left
after
a
you
comment.
walk on the beach to go, like a short.
She said, "Oh no, you didn't go back up the steps, did you?" Apparently, you can go down to the beach and around to the parking lot, and I guess the trail just wraps right back around to the campground. But we didn't know that.
That was a great trail, but my legs hurt for 3 days, and I am not kidding. Like every time I moved, I was
Yes.
screaming. So it was a good leg day.
Yep, it was like working out when you haven't worked out in forever, and all of a sudden your legs are killing you for 3 days. That's what it was like.
Yep.
But that was great,
Yeah.
getting to see that area. All right, and then we went up to Warren Dunes, and we got to meet a couple of our friends from Dutchman RV.
Yeah.
You know, marketing team there. They were really excited that we were coming close to their neighborhood again.
Yeah.
So they came out. We had our photo shoot there. I think we had a little video in Warren Dunes.
That was really fun.
We didn't shoot a lot of video there. We just kind of were there for a couple days, wanted to enjoy ourselves without the camera. So that was why that was kind of a short video.
But going down to the water at sunset there
That turned out
was
perfect.
awesome.
Once we saw that, you know, I had my cell phone with me, and I was like, all right, I got to get a little video to share with everybody.
He was like, let's go down there right now. The light was just
Yeah.
chef's kiss perfect.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. The campground there is a little tight. I'll say that. It was a little
Yep.
tight getting in there, but it was manageable. But another beautiful area. We drove around a little bit. We just didn't have a lot of time there, but we went down to Sawyer and went to the brewery there. That was great.
Yep.
There's a market right behind it, like a farmer's market. That place was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
We went there. All the fruit and vegetables in there just about were Michigan grown.
Yep.
And
Which is what we were after.
had a
and-
store with all kinds of, you know, canned and jarred goods, regional, that were great. So that was fun there. We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, we
then,
did.
So after Warren Dunes, we went down to Columbia City to visit with our friends at Realcraft Industries. That's going to be a factory tour video that's going to be on A-Bomb 79. They make hose reels, all different kinds of hose reels for industry. And we got to do the entire tour seeing how they make their reels from the coiled up steel all the way to a finished product boxed and ready to ship to customers.
Did you know that half of their workers in the factory are women.
They know now.
They had the most badass women in that place. I was so blown away by that.
Yeah.
And everybody was, if I could pick them all up and just hug them all,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would.
you would.
Because
Yeah.
they were
It was-
just, they were so excited
I
to
wish-
be there. And
They were. That place has a really good family feel to
Yes.
it, and the management there really truly care about all their employees, and working with everybody to. They want everybody to have equal opportunity to grow with the company, grow with your pay scale
Yeah.
and your skill sets, and move up in rank in that company.
yeah,
So I think they do a really good job of taking care of their people there. They don't seem like one of those companies that all they think about is the bottom line and the
Yeah.
profit margin for the month. They seem like they are on a roll, and I mean they have a high quality product, so they're not going anywhere. They're just going to
No.
keep growing.
but I mean, doesn't it make it so much more exciting to own something that you know that the people whose hands touch that product were so proud to be there, to
Yeah.
work with the other people there, to be a team and to make something awesome. I think it's so great. I love
Yeah.
manufacturing anyway, but I mean,
It is extra special knowing that all
Yeah.
my reels that I've got in the shop, I met everybody that was a part of that process of building them,
Yeah.
assembling them,
Yeah.
packaging them, and shipping them out.
yeah,
Everybody.
Yeah.
The two girls that worked the one line where they have the water hose reels, and they were saying like, "Oh, yeah, we put your reels together." It was pretty cool.
That's
You
so
don't always
awesome.
get to meet all the people that make your product. You
no,
know?
you don't.
So that was great. Columbia
Yeah.
City is a beautiful place.
It is.
A lot of industry there.
Yes.
I didn't realize that the Fort Wayne, Columbia City region had so much industry, but when you're heading down that main highway there, I forget which one it is, you see a lot of big, huge buildings,
Yeah.
like, heavy industry there. So
And
that was
honestly,
great.
there's lots of machinists and fab shops, and we saw those everywhere. It's fantastic to see. So
Yep.
Yeah.
We have seen a lot of those. We actually stayed at a hotel for 2 nights when we went down to Columbia City, because when we left, we were at Realcraft all day long, and we were tired. I didn't feel like driving all the way up to our next spot in Michigan, so we just grabbed the Holiday Inn Express. It was
right
convenient.
next to a pizza place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which pizza place?
The Giordano's,
Oh, yeah.
the one that we had in Chicago with our
got-
Flex friends.
I gotta just check my time.
Okay,
Go
please
ahead.
do.
Keep going.
What were we talking about?
The pizza place.
Pizza place, yes. It was delicious. And again, we ordered the deep dish pizza when we were in Chicago with our Flex friends. And it was great. I loved the whole factory tour was one of my favorite things. But I always like that the most. I can't help it. I like seeing things made.
Yep.
And the people that make them.
That's why I like doing the factory tours,
Yeah.
So we've been fortunate enough to do a few of them. And I think we got some things coming for next year. We're going to get to do some more factory tours next year.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Yep.
I think I took 900 photos.
You did. I saw them.
But
Put them in a folder. Yep.
yeah, that's kind of what I do though.
So Columbia City, fantastic.
Yeah.
Had a great time there. So after that, we headed up into Michigan, north of Kalamazoo.
Yep.
We went through, where did we go through? Battle
Don't ask
Creek.
me.
I think it was Battle Creek, Michigan. And we went to go visit our friends, Crafty Bee and Stitch. They are such a great couple. They are into a lot of the like nostalgic parts of Americana. Like they just remind me of like old school hot rod couple.
Yeah.
Like that's how Crafty looks. He has that old hot rod feel to him, and they're a great couple to know. We finally got to meet them and see their place. They've got 12 acres there in Michigan.
Oh, that property.
Beautiful property
Insanely
that
gorgeous.
came with a trailer that they call the Sexy 72, original owned from the people they bought it from, and they completely renovated that entire trailer, top to bottom. It doesn't even look like the same place anymore.
And they made it like mid-century modern.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Two incredibly talented and creative people, which everybody that we've met in this community again,
Yeah.
so talented, so creative.
Yeah.
It was incredible to meet them both.
I cannot remember Stitch's Instagram. I apologize about that, but you can find her under Crafty Bee. So Crafty Bee, check out his Instagram. He does a lot of sand casting and makes small pieces for hot rods. Like he's got these gas caps is probably his most popular thing. And other than that, they like to take things like a camper, like a bus, and they'll completely renovate it and restore it and use it for a couple years, and then they sell it, and then later on they pick another project.
And they do all the work themselves.
They do just about everything
dive right
themselves.
into it, and I think that's incredible. She is a very accomplished seamstress, so she does a lot of upholstery and things like that. So
yes,
incredible.
she's done a lot of upholstery work.
I think that they get together, they decide what they want, and they make it happen. I just think that's so cool.
Yeah.
But I adored their house. It was spectacularly done.
It was beautiful. I've got a couple pictures there. Hopefully they're up in the video there so you can see them. They got a lake out front. They got their shop there. They're building a little guest house there. It's called the Lily Pad. They're going to have that so that when they have guests, they can stay out there in the lily pad.
Yeah.
So that was great. Such a great visit there. I wish that we had it planned that we could have stayed there longer to hang out with them. But we just, we had our plan set. We wanted to move on to the next spot, which was Grand Haven. That's our next spot.
You know what? We have just a minute until you need to.
Yep, I need to flip the roast.
So let's do a little break.
Yep, we'll do that, and then we'll be back to finish out the video.
We moved again.
Yeah, the sun was getting us again, so we're under the awning now.
It was melting his eyes. So.
All right. Well.
Grand Haven. Grand Haven.
Yeah, we're just trying to do a recap on the trip. Grand Haven.
I loved that place. I normally am not a huge fan of the ones that look like a parking lot. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, why would you choose that?" But it was fantastic. Mm-hmm. The spot that you chose was perfect.
Yeah.
It was, except for everybody was driving like 900 miles per hour in there around the corner. But anyway.
I'm over there, like a policeman, checking everybody out because they come flying around the corner.
Usually that's not the case in a campground, but maybe it's just because it's like a parking lot. I don't know. But anyway, everybody was squished in there. It's just part of it, but it's the state park. The location cannot be beat.
Yeah.
It's perfect. They had a nice bathhouse, and we never used it.
If you're wanting to camp like next to a beach, like if you want to take a vacation for a few days, because you want to go sit in the sand on the beach, that's the kind of place you want to go.
Correct.
Take your camper there. That way you just walk right out to the beach every single day. They have a bathhouse there that you can use to take showers. Yeah, it was great. And then less than a mile, you got a town there with several restaurants, a brewery, and if that doesn't tickle your fancy, the more newer developed areas, that's where all your modern stuff is, all of your other restaurants.
I really liked the area a lot. The lighthouse was pretty. We regretted not doing the lighthouse the first day we were there.
Yeah, that would have been the day to go.
Because the rest of the days it was really windy.
It got cold.
Gale warning.
We were under a gale
40
warning.
mile per hour wind.
We were under a gale warning for a couple of days.
We were. So we ended up looking it up to make sure what the camper could.
Abby looked it up.
I did. Could sustain. I was nervous, but
we've been in stronger winds than that before. There's been a couple of times that we've camped that was really, really bad.
Yeah.
Memphis,
Gulf
Gulf Shores, Salida, Colorado.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I remember.
That was the worst one because that was the
one in
coldest.
Salida was bad. I mean, it was really, really strong.
They
winds.
were 60 mile per hour wind
They
gusts.
had to
I
have
think
been.
that was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
But
so we've been in it, but it was fine.
It really wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I think once you just like, okay, everything's fine. The camper's good, and
yeah.
But yeah, it was. I really liked that town. The little shops and everything were really cute, and
yeah.
I liked
Anna's
it a
was
lot.
great. Great place to go for breakfast.
Yeah.
They have a huge menu. You get huge portions there. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, retro, so cute.
Yep.
Everybody was super nice in that place, and we really liked it.
Yep, that was a great place.
Yeah.
There was a laundry place right up the road that we found.
Yeah, we did.
That does the drop-off laundry service, and it took. We had to wait. It wasn't the next day. It was the day after.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that much. I think it was like $45. We had this huge basket of clothes.
Yeah.
And they clean it, they fold them, they have them in your own basket when you're ready to come and get them.
That was
great.
Delightful, and it spoiled me. But I will have to do laundry tomorrow myself. Dang.
Yep, you got the laundry over and right up in the front there.
But anyway, yeah. So I loved that area, and I would definitely go back in the future. So.
Yeah, Grand Haven's, and what I was going to mention was that I noticed, I looked at the map quite a few times, and basically all the way up the west side of Michigan, the lower side of Michigan, all the way up the lake, has a lot of really cool looking little towns and state parks and campgrounds. So I know that wasn't our only choice, Grand Haven, but we picked out, we wanted to see that. It was recommended, but I did see a lot of the other places that would be fantastic. We just don't have enough time to see every location that everybody's going to recommend.
No.
I realize there's a lot of great spots out there. There's a lot of lighthouses, but you just have to kind of pick and choose what it is you want to do, because just like today, we're finally having a down day. I was asking Abby since we got here, like, can we just have a day we don't go anywhere? Let's just stay right here.
And we still went somewhere today.
And we still went into town, but
we needed gas, and honestly, we went to this burger place, and I had to go back, and so he satisfied this was the best burger ever.
In Empire, John's Friendly Tavern.
Joe's.
Is it Joe's?
Joe's.
Joe's. Okay, I keep saying John's.
Yeah.
John. So Joe's Friendly Tavern.
Yeah.
Fantastic burgers there. Really, really good.
Everybody was really friendly in there.
Yep.
And that burger, so simple, just, oh my God.
And it was like just about as fast as a fast food. Like you normally go in, you expect it's going to take 20, maybe 30 minutes or so. It came out in like less than 10 minutes.
And get the little cup of chili. It's delicious. But anyway, I love that place, so we had to go back.
Yeah.
And that's
went there
one thing that's
for lunch.
That keeps us from seeing a lot of other things, is that I end up falling in love with something. I'm like, can we please go back and do it again? Like Leland.
Yeah. Yeah. So we went up to Leland, and I think Abby said that's been her favorite spot so far on the trip.
It has been.
Leland, Fishtown, and even Crafty and Stitch had recommended going to Fishtown.
It is.
And when we found it, I took a picture. I'm like, this is where you guys are at.
It was so charming. It just had.
I'm gonna steal some of your water.
All the things. Did you drink all yours? It had all the things in it that we wanted there to be. There's a really cool art gallery. He bought me this beautiful bracelet that I am now completely obsessed with. That was a great store. So it's just so charming and so cute. I call them little Hallmark towns, so I think it's kind of like that. But the fact that it was the fish town, they had the smoked fish and the stuff that you love.
Yeah.
And
there's this little place there. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have a picture up there.
Yeah.
Went inside. It was great. They have the smoked fish. So they had smoked lake trout, smoked whitefish, smoked fish sausage, and then they had their different dips, which theirs is the pate.
Yep.
And I got some of all that. Man, the past couple of days I've been eating that smoked fish on their crackers.
He's in heaven.
It is so good. It is delicious. And they said it's really common up here in the lake area, that smoked fish.
But we ended up going to the Cove. That's a famous restaurant there, because they have like world famous clam chowder. And it wasn't even time to eat. We were just like, let's just go have some. So we had a beer.
We had a couple
and clam
beers
chowder.
and clam chowder.
And I ordered ice cream, and it was amazing. So I want to go back because
So we may end up going back there tomorrow, our last day, because she loved. There was a store that was not open that day that had a shirt in the window that she wants to buy, and I wouldn't mind going back and getting another piece of smoked fish anyway.
I just thought that place was so charming. I absolutely loved it.
There's a dam there, right where Fishtown is. There's a dam there.
Yeah.
It's so you have, I don't know, it was a couple feet drop or so coming off the lake. And what was really cool, it was the salmon, I believe. There's salmon there that we watched them try to jump up the dam and keep going. And they can't get up into the lake part of it, but I guess it's just their instincts, their DNA, to naturally want to try to go upstream. So it's entertaining just standing there watching the salmon jump and try to get up into the lake. That's pretty cool, huh?
That's really cool. just such a cool place. I highly, highly recommend it to
Yeah.
add to the trip if you come to Michigan.
Yeah, that was a great spot.
Yeah.
Really, really great.
Yeah.
Also, Glen Arbor,
Loved it.
that was a great. That's another little small town. That's where I bought the roast. Is Glen Arbor, and in the Cherry Republic.
Which was so
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, I made a post on Instagram about it, but I mean, almost every single thing on the menu had cherries in it in some
Yeah.
form or fashion. Like even the chili that I got had
It's cherry salsa.
cherry salsa. And so it was a sweet chili. I have never had that in my whole life. It was delicious. I
Yeah.
mean, totally different than anything else I've ever had. But okay, so I got the chili. It's made with cherry salsa, so it's really sweet. It's delicious, of course. I never had one that was sweet chili, so
Yeah.
we'll have to try that, I think.
That is a little bit different flavor
Yeah.
profile, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so I ended up going with the whitefish chowder. I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm a fan of chowders, especially clam chowder. And I just felt like that's what I wanted today. We've been drinking a couple of their beers. So I've been
God,
going
this
with
beer.
the Golden Bear, which is brewed with cherry juice.
What did I get? The Little Town?
Little Town Brown Ale
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
you got,
I don't even know where it is.
but
There we go.
Little Town Brown.
Yeah. Caramel, chocolate, and toasted malt. Yes.
Everything here is cherry based. They have
Yeah.
a lot of different beers here that they brew, all cherry based, including
And most
the
of the food is cherry.
Yeah, this is good stuff. We've been enjoying this right here.
All the beer had, like, well, not all of it, but most of the beers had
There-
cherries in them. And
I believe their brews all have cherry
Yeah.
in it or some kind of cherry juice in it. They have other beers there that don't have it. Their burgers, a lot of their foods has some kind
Yeah.
of cherry infused into the food.
but we went crazy in the store. It was so cute. That little, oh, look, here's the sticker. That little
Yeah.
bear that they have was so cute. But yeah, we really, really enjoyed that place and got a lot of treasures to bring home for later. So
Yep, cool little store. I got some smoked cherry wood smoked salt. I bought that, and also their barbecue sauce and their teriyaki sauce for us to try. We're gonna do some teriyaki.
And
That's gonna be
no one
pretty
will be
cool.
surprised at this, but I bought it's a bag of gummy bears, but they're only cherry flavored. It's
Yep.
like my dream come true.
Cherry flavored gummy bears.
That's all. It's all it's in
I haven't
there.
even tried
One
one.
flavor. No, you're not. There's no reason for you to try them.
Oh, so that you can eat them all, not share.
They're really good. I got a package from my brother, but we'll see if they make it home.
Probably not. Probably not. All right. Well, that's kind of a recap on most places we've been.
Sleeping Bear Dunes, fantastic.
Sleeping
It's
Bear.
fantastic.
And that's kind of why we picked this spot
Yeah.
here, because it's kind of centrally located to Sleeping Bear Dunes, National Lakeshore, Empire. So you got the Indigo Bluffs, Glen Arbor. You know, you got this whole coastal area, including Traverse City, which is 30 minutes to the east.
And we did go into town yesterday to Traverse City, and we had such a nice day. We
Yep.
were
downtown.
we
The
went
front
downtown. Yeah, we stopped and got some coffee. We just sat there and just kind of
street. You made an
relaxed.
Instagram post.
I did make an Instagram post during that,
Yeah.
and then we ended up going. We went to the brewery there, which was fantastic. Every bit of beer from there was delicious. And then we
Yep.
just walked around town, and you actually found some things you liked. They had spice shops and
Yes, there was a
popcorn
spice.
and
That
chocolates. and,
that spice shop was amazing.
Yeah.
All different kinds of rubs. I mean, they got this one whole shelf dedicated to salts.
Yeah.
All different kinds of salt. One area is peppercorns. All different kinds of pepper.
yeah.
So we did pick up a few of the small packs of some seasoning that I'm going to try, and some
Yeah.
salts there as well.
And I got a couple T-shirts and some stickers.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it. It was, again, super
Bought some
charming.
popcorn, too.
We did buy some popcorn.
It was
Yeah.
fresh. They just made it. It was so
Yeah.
good.
And we walked by, and there was a place that had sea salt caramel apples. Oh,
Oh,
my God.
they look
I couldn't help
amazing.
it. They've got to stop making that smell come out because it pulls me in. They know what they're doing.
They have the, the glass, street front, storefront there, so you can see everything right in the window that they're making.
And they open the door, and
So-
you're like, oh, I've got to have that. So I did buy one, and it was really
That was a
good.
nice area there, Traverse City.
Yeah, it was.
So we really got to enjoy that. There's a lot more there that we didn't get to enjoy, but that was great. But another reason that we wanted to come to this area too is that so that we can meet up with our friend Jenny Bowers.
Yeah.
And she's been a long time Instagram friend for me. She does hand carvings, and her husband Nate, he has a machine shop. He does clock repair, and he builds clocks as well. So they have a shop down there in Traverse City. And I know Nate's been a fan of the A-Bomb 79 channel for years. He's watched a lot of those videos. So we got to meet them. And,
They were absolutely wonderful.
yeah, we got to meet them. We got to see their shop, their clock shop.
Beautiful
I
shop.
didn't take any photos there except for just our group photo. They always just seemed a little bit private on what they showed there at their place. So I didn't want to go in there with cameras going.
Blazing.
So I just appreciated being able to talk to them.
Yeah.
In person.
Here, let me show you this
and
too.
see their workshop.
This is, so she does the hand engraving. And I know that we'll have pictures that we'll probably show, but look how incredible that is. It's a starret, and
that's all freehand too.
it is, and they're both so talented, but my gosh, that is just gorgeous.
Yeah, so she likes doing things like this, tools, hand
Yep.
tools, locks, like very old. She's very picky
And
about
it's
her
like
locks.
her and I have been friends for years because she made me this. Look at that.
Yeah, look
it's
at
her
that.
little camper, and I adore it. I'm trying to decide whether it's going to go in our camper or my office.
Yeah, I know
Because
it's going to be tough.
I will treasure it forever. I
And
absolutely
she
love
made
that.
us a nice card to go with that
She
too.
did.
So we'll have to keep those. But
So hey, girl, we love you.
so that was great getting to hang out with
Yeah.
them, meet them finally face to face.
Yeah.
We went and had a nice meal at there's a tavern down the road from their house that they like, and
Yeah.
so we went there and had dinner, and we just got to chat for a couple hours.
I swear, every single person that we meet is the most talented. I've already said it. Most talented, most creative. I love that. I love it.
That's part of the
It's
Instagram
so
community.
wonderful.
There. The Instagram and the YouTube communities
Yeah.
come together because most folks that you get to know or you become friends with, they're like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that I know, it's because of the metalworking community or the maker community. So anywhere from machining, welding, metal fabrication, wood
Woodworker.
woodworkers,
Yeah.
craftsmen,
Yeah.
and just makers in general, people that just make things.
Incredible.
And like Jenny, she's got that very unique skill of hand engraving
Yeah.
metal, and it's all freehand the way she does that.
We're definitely going to have to collaborate on a project. We
I
have
would
some in
love
mind.
to find a really cool, unique tool, something that maybe is really special to me, and give it to her and let her just freehand whatever she wants to do on it.
Yeah.
Her little hand carving embellishments.
Oh yeah, this is going in the cabinet, the special cabinet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. It's a special gift. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I mean,
Oh, we got to add our state sticker.
oh yeah.
So we got to do that.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I get that. So we've got a few stickers from our last few places we've been. We're gonna add some stickers to the back of the camper, and we have been kind of waiting for the right moment to add our Michigan State sticker. So I want to do that on this video.
Yes.
So you guys can see that, officially get that on, and that's going to be the last state sticker of this big haul.
Yeah.
But we've enjoyed Sleeping Bear Dunes. We did the scenic drive. We did the hikes out to Lake Michigan. We did the Glen Haven area there, the blacksmith shop, the canning company building there, walked out on the beach. All beautiful things. There's a lot more of this lakeshore to see,
Yeah.
but we just don't have enough time to get it all in.
And quite frankly, we don't show everything we do because we want you to come here. You should come here.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful, and the camera cannot possibly capture
That-
how gorgeous this place is, and
That-
vast, and the whole. And we talked about it in the other videos, but the whole forest to dune thing is just so interesting and
It really is.
gorgeous, and unlike any other place that we've been. So
It's really cool driving through the forest, rolling hills,
yeah,
thick forest, and all of a sudden you come out, and then there's a dune, and then there's Lake Michigan.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
it's sparkly water, and it's gorgeous, and the weather was perfect when we did our hike, and it was just, it's fantastic
Yeah.
here.
So there'll be a separate video on our Sleeping Bear Dunes excursion.
I can tell now. I mean, once we mentioned that we were coming to Michigan, we have had hundreds of people message us and send us, and even just random people that we've met saying, "Oh yeah, we're doing our big haul in Michigan," and this is the place that almost every single person was like, "You have to do this," and we had already had it booked, but we were like, "Yes, thank you. We know we will do it."
We've had these places booked for a long time, several months.
And you have to for these places too, especially if you're going to come in the summer. You're going to have to be a year ahead of time, I would think, at least. So I don't know if they do it earlier than that, but
Got to book in advance.
yeah, but this is such a beautiful place. I mean, and again, I mean, there's so much to do here. We cannot even scratch the surface.
Yep.
So just come here.
Yep.
You guys just need to
Come spend a week.
Make that trip. Plan that trip.
Come spend a week. I think this is a great location.
It is.
Because everything you want to see is within an hour away.
Yeah.
Like North Point, we would love to go and see that, but it's an hour drive from here to there, and we picked the other things to do instead of driving to North Point. You could come back here many, many times and see a lot of different things.
And I think tomorrow is our last day here, and I think we're probably going to get a lot of things in. But we needed to rest, so I'm glad we're doing this today.
Yep, definitely.
I think I'm going to do some art
Yep.
when I get done with this while our roast cooks.
Well, we've been chatting this up for a while, so let's go ahead and end this part, and let's get our sticker on.
All right, yeah.
Michigan sticker, and then that'll be enough because we've been chatting for a while.
Yeah, we have.
So.
They're
And
bored, probably.
I need to check my roast too because I don't want to cook it too long in the pit barrel.
There's a spider again. It's okay. They
all right.
love me.
All right, let's go add our Michigan State sticker.
Okay.
All right. There's Michigan right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and add the Upper Peninsula, even though we didn't camp there, but it's still Michigan. So,
And we're going to go visit soon.
So let's do it.
Yes. Yay.
There we go. Michigan.
Yes. I'm excited about how many states we have. Are you excited?
I am very excited. I am very excited. Let me go ahead and get the.
Can I get the UP?
I'm going to get the UP on there as well.
I cannot wait to see the UP. I'm very excited.
Yep.
We are very north.
Everybody keeps telling us it's like its own little world up there.
Yeah.
And that looks better. Perfect. There we go.
That's awesome.
That is looking good.
How do you get them so straight? Don't answer.
Well, this one I kind of messed up on the
No,
Michigan.
you did not.
But that's all right. I told Abby I think I want to buy another one of these and maybe put it on our door because I kind of miss putting them on there. But I'm hoping that our next big trip, our next big haul, we're going to get to come out and add New Mexico and Arizona. That's kind of what I'm wanting to do. We've got some things. We want to do like the national parks there on the west side of Texas. So Big Bend, Guadalupe, and then Carlsbad, some of the places in New Mexico and Arizona. So we're really excited about getting to plan that trip in the future.
And the East Coast.
Yeah, this is going to be all in its own right here, getting up there.
And we know, and we want to do it. There are
Yep.
so many things that we want to do there that we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Because
it's
we
gonna
can't be gone for 6 months.
Yeah, I know it. All right, well, I've got some other stickers that I'm going to add later to the places that we've been so far, and we'll give you a little recap on that. But I'm gonna have to get this ladder out pretty soon. Get another row right here, and then above that, I'm gonna have to start using the ladder.
I like that though.
Okay, so we've got our extra stickers on there from our adventures in Michigan.
Yeah.
And so what we've added is right here, Sleeping Bear Dunes, this sticker, the M22. This is from Cherry Republic. That's a cool sticker that Abby picked out. Leland, really loved it there. Abby loved this place.
Favorite place in the whole world now.
Yep, but that's her favorite spot. But I like these types of stickers here. It look like license plates. And then we also added this Sleeping Bear Dune sticker right there. So I got to find a smaller one that'll fit in this little space here.
I'm on it.
But we can keep going further up there, a little bit further. It's looking good, man. I love our stickers, and it really is. It's a really good conversation piece
It is.
for
People
other campers.
come back here to see it every day.
Yeah. Once they see the stickers, they ask if they come and look at it, and they always say, "Oh, these are all the places you've been, huh?" I always say, "This is some of the places we have been." But I love adding stickers to the back of our Kodiak. Everywhere we go, I get excited about finding that sticker.
I feel bad about South Carolina every single time I see this map.
That's okay. We're
Let's
going to
make
get
a
it in.
special trip.
We are. We're going to make a special trip to get South Carolina in, because I know we wanted to go back to Savannah,
Yeah.
but we want to get in the national park there
Yeah.
in South Carolina.
What do you think is going to be our last state?
Our last state to
Alaska.
add, probably.
Alaska's probably everybody's last state.
Probably.
That they get, but we got to do it.